Ooh, money. Anyway, back to Resident Evil 4, guys. Woo! All right, now that we've had a chance to look into this interesting room, we finally get an idea of their plan.
Because they titled it their plan.
Yeah, they're pretty on point with it. But the thing is, when you read this, it doesn't actually tell you what their plan is. Yeah, he basically just says, like, man, like, finally, Settler's admitting, like, kinda sucks he keeps on killing my best peons. Maybe I could turn them into peons. Because I guess the whole thing is, like, you can, like, he can subjugate you with the Las Plagas injected in you. But, like, people that actually have loyalty to him will actually obey him better than ones that will resist him. And he learned that from Sarah, because Louis Sarah did actually fight against it. And eventually became a traitor to him.
What's the news on our friend, Leon?
He's not making it easy. The sample?
Sadler's got it. It seems he sniffed out our little game.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see soon enough if you met him.
He's my best buddy. Yeah, the last part is one of those ones, like, kind of raise an eyebrow at the conversation. I've known him longer. We'll see if you've known him longer, as he opens up his yearbook.
Aha.
We started the chess club together.
If you carbon date this ink.
Just start sniffing it. Yes, 1983. My favorite year and has nothing. Wee! I don't remember that. That was fun. That was like a baby saying, change my diaper. This room does have a couple of people, and they're hid in the steam or the water vapor.
Except their legs.
That guy's trying to shoot me through a pipe. Didn't work out. He kind of vibrates like... These guys suck. Between one guy shooting the wall, that guy just smacked the axe into the ceiling and dropped it.
This is their apology for the last part.
Yeah, thank God. Thank you for the laugh, RE4. I needed it. That guy's still alive? Are you kidding me? This is another guy. He's shooting me from somewhere.
Well, not you.
He's... Whoa!
Oh.
Tried to kill the cameraman, I guess, huh? Oh, God! I was disguised as a box. So there are a couple of doors around here, a lot of which lead to some more ammunition and some, I believe, some treasure. Are you waiting to make my move first, I guess?
You're not gonna like our first move.
That was a, I dare you. Okay. Well, shit. You know what? These lockers could use some shelves. So before you go through that door right there, go through this door right here. There's some hidden things on this side. Ooh, one of the rare flash grenades and some money. And some folding chairs. Nice. That's not nice. I actually hate fucking folding chairs. They're uncomfortable. This section feels kind of empty. Just a random treasure box sitting there. Interesting. And an elevator.
Pose.
Hey, Thorn, how do you feel about QTEs? Get ready for a QTE carnival.
A carnival.
A carnival. Surprise! They're also very fast. That was like a quarter of a second.
Been a long time, comrade. Krauser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
See how quick they are. You gotta be right on point.
What do you want?
If you're off by even just a fraction of a second, you die. Like right here. I wasn't quite fast enough, and it's an instant death.
Do they change up the inputs again?
Sometimes they do. And this one, a lot of times you have to start at... There are a few checkpoints, but they're a little bit further in. This is where you can start stacking up the death counter. Luckily for my run, I do okay. There are videos if you ever want to see this like full, smooth cinematic. It's a cool cinematic, this knife fight.
Been a long time, comrade.
No, it wasn't. It was like 30 seconds
It's
ago.
been 2 minutes, comrade.
I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one.
Why do you keep on bringing my soul back from the abyss to kill me
Got on
again?
quick, as expected. After all, you and I
Before he'd be
both
spinning the knife, he accidentally takes the pin off that grenade on his waist. Well, you got me.
What do you want?
Whoop, dodge that one this time.
Sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this.
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
Watch this move. It's ridiculous. Backflip, front flip.
You got her involved.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
I would have given you a compliment. Nice cut.
All for Umbrella's sake.
Umbrella.
Almost let it slip. Enough
You mean you
talk.
just let it
Die,
slip,
comrade.
period? This one will catch you off guard because you're holding it. It actually switches button in the middle of it.
Ugh.
If you fuck up once, a lot of times you get stabbed in the neck during that.
Ada.
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
Ada, you could have shot him.
You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
I'm gonna cry now.
Out of my chest.
He started holding his chest. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Maybe some other time.
Maybe it's not.
Enjoy
what did you do to me?
with your old friend.
As a matter of fact,
you.
Wonderful. I wouldn't want my special guests on the island feeling unattended.
Guess I'm supposed to thank you, right?
Ah, I have an idea.
Why don't you
It's
thank me?
here.
Why don't you
I
go fuck
introduce
off?
It. It should keep you busy.
Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps.
Oh,
If it isn't non-binary, I'm gonna be offended for it.
I also just love Sadler had this like, like, oh, that was a good one, Leon. As soon as the call ends, he just starts bursting out laughing, like holding his gut. falling to the floor. Okay. You want to see more wild shit that requires QTEs?
I guess. Different location, though.
Yeah. This is just a cool part. It's ludicrous, but that's what I love about it. He Mackie pass our light show, huh? But this one. Oh, fuck.
Oh, like it.
Dodge this one. Barely.
Splat.
See if you can make it past this one. Oh, fuck. The like fraction of a second pop up. That I've died at that one a lot because you have to be ready. And if you're not exactly ready, you're fucked. Also, look at this evil room. His villain throne.
I never have visitors.
You take something. Ooh, a gem. And also, question mark? Yeah. There's no time for resting. My favorite.
This is an FF7 remake.
Yeah. Just more mouth music.
Leon K.
Leon K. Ashley Graham. Gotta find Ashley Graham. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? He's saying this into the radio, just sadly, just.
Kennedy.
Here is Leon Kennedy. So we've gone down in this cave to fight something.
Him.
Oh, hi. Punch, 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 punch. This talks a little bit like the evolutionary standards of these Las Plagas and how they control people. We've been finding a lot of these notes by Luis, and him particularly talking about how he's like, I came into this study because I found that the Las Plagas were interesting as a scientist, but then I figured out they were kind of fucked up. I regret what I did to actually helping progress the science of these, and I'm gonna do something about it, but if there was just somebody here who could help me with that, This explains at least the interesting science ways of like how these things are able to like coordinate, work together, and things like that, where it's like there's a somewhat of an intelligence in these parasites somehow. It's too bad that Luis couldn't do anything to like do a whole lot to make up for his transgressions, but he tried his best. I miss you each day, Lewis.
Maybe I shouldn't have left you on the floor somewhere.
Got some rare things.
He looks down at his foot, who has a little bit of blood on his shoe from kicking him in the head so many times, just wipes it in the dirt.
Is that all?
Oh, where did that come from?
One more.
Thank you. What do you
He's taking the needle into the thing and just poking into his arm. I'm a masochist. I've learned that by being a bad man.
Is that all? Thank you.
Because I'm not a bad boy anymore.
Every time he says that, I just imagine Leon looking like,
Wincing.
yeah.
Come back anytime.
Maybe you should stop saying those things. They're making me uncomfortable. Oh, I see. Thought I found a common comrade. Thought we were both bad boys.
I was already a bad man.
All right, forgive you. It's ironic, we give both of these characters the crying characteristic, and I think we mentioned this fact before, but the merchant is the same voice actor as Leon.
Oh, yeah.
Long lost brother, perhaps? Look, we're about to go to a zone that has some... It's the question of why it exists becomes a big thing for me. It's cool. I like this part actually quite a bit. But it is definitely one of those look at and go, what is the point of this thing existing?
I thought that was like a bug creature. The crackling from the fire.
Look at this thing. Suspended maze?
For when he gets bored.
Salazar used to go around just running back and forth. Tag your it is the big cheese like They're bonding so well. I love it. Oh no, she dropped her ginormous tracker.
Ashley. What is that?
Excuse me.
Well, I've got some indigestion. Oh.
This guy looks like indigestion. Lost Block has had fun with this guy. Oh god, this guy does a lot of damage and very quickly. So this is a combination of kind of doing a puzzle while fighting a boss off. You have to press 2 buttons to open the door to go to the next boxcar, while also trying not to die. So we'll press this one. Usually I save this one, so we gotta press another one to open that door. Whoop! And he likes to crawl on the ceiling and attack you from above. When he gets into the room, shoot him a couple of times with a heavy weapon. A lot of times he'll run away for a moment. That'll give you a chance to go around here. I'm kind of doing this in a backwards order because you probably want to do the one near the gate faster. As you will see here in a moment, a timer pops up.
Oh, good.
Because he so we're gonna run over here. You have to get to the gate within that time. As you go through, you lose that section.
Oh.
If you don't go in time, you will die. So we got 2 more of these to go through. Some of these doors are blocked by these green lights. If you destroy the green light, that's what allows those gates to open. He's back. He's fast, as you can see. He's just jumping all over the place.
He looks a lot like a Fallout centaur.
He does. He definitely has the lower body of one of those things. The biggest issue I have with him, other than the fact that he does decent damage, is that when he attacks a lot of times, it goes into a cinematic view, which kind of disorients you from your surroundings.
Yeah.
Oh, go away. Sometimes you don't have a chance to blast to make him disappear. Now it's just trying to find the other switch, which is probably blocked off by that door right there. I gotta shoot that light above it. It's just hard to get to with the shotgun, and he's coming back. It gets distracting when he's attacking you all the time. I think I saw it just then. I just gotta back up. See, you'll see that this disorienting effect on this one in particular. Got 30 seconds to try to find it. Knocks me off, kind of switches me around. I don't remember which direction the door is.
Yeah.
And the timer's going, so I start running around trying to re-find it. While also not trying to die from that. Oh god. Where do I go? Oh god. I'm so gonna die. 4, 3, 2, 1. He attacked me. I'm running out of time. 0.23 milliseconds to get through that door. I was tense. He's added another appendage to his back. This guy definitely fits the monsters from The Thing, where they just start growing more attachments and make themselves more deadly. I generally, compared to some of the other parts, I find this part actually be very interesting and neat. Even though, like, thematically this monster doesn't match a lot of the zones, it's just, this is kind of the cooler, like, horror puzzle mechanic that you'd find sometimes in, like, especially like RE3 when Nemesis was one of the main antagonists. I don't know how much you know about Resident Evil, but like Nemesis was like one of the earliest bosses that would come after you at random points. It was kind of like Metroid Fusion. There was just a giant monster that sometimes would show up and cause you problems. In this case, like beyond some scheduled events where they show up, sometimes Nemesis will just show up in the level you're in, just randomly. Here, catch this. Here goes some action moves. Bye. That was neat. A little nerve-wracking.
And he coughed all that up.
You got me. It's weird that when you beat a boss that somehow there's a boss fountain, you know, during this point. I'm sure nothing's wrong with that.
Better reload my boss killer.
Just in case, you know, it was not fully loaded and might as well. At this point, I probably should have spent a little more money upgrading the broken butterfly, but whatever, it still does good damage. Uh-oh, here he comes. So we got a little bit of a fighting arena around here where we can use certain environmental things to either trap him, hit him with explosive barrels. It's a little tough though, because this guy stays on your tail pretty hard. And I don't know why I'm wasting broken butterfly shots to do this, but you know, I'm kind of focused on not dying. Plus, compared to other games, like the big thing about the Magnum in the old games is that pretty much everyone would preserve their broken butterfly shots, or basically their Magnum shots, because the bullets were just so rare. This one, because the bullet drops tend to be more random, there's a good chance you can get Magnum shots as you use the gun. Oh, shit. It's got good stopping power still, even though it's only maybe a couple upgrades in. You can, if you get enough of a head start on him, he can run at you. You can actually trap him behind those cage doors, which is pretty useful. Panic organized, that's what I'm doing. Then I remember I waste all the Magnum shots on shooting a barrel. Let's switch to the shotgun. That's the only problem with the shotgun. Let's see how grenade does. Oh, that wasn't anywhere near him. Oh, it did kind of get him, though. That is one nice thing about the, I'll say one nice thing about the incendiary grenade, is that its impact area is larger than you expect.
Like fire.
Yeah. That's the only praise I'll ever give it. Because we have fire barrels, too. They'll do the same thing. You gotta be quick, though. There we go. Using the TMP to do that, probably the smarter idea, but that does give us time potential to trap him behind a cage. But eventually, once his health goes down low enough, the cage is not going to stop him. Might as well get some damage in while we can. What happens, he starts burrowing underground like a worm.
Ugh. I can imagine first time playing through, you trap him in the cage and you're all proud of yourself, and then he does that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Haha, I'm so smart. Ah, fuck.
Haha, I'm so shit.
So this guy, now that he has all of his normal attacks before, but now he has these underground attacks that are all QTE based. And sometimes they're one after another like this. Oh god. Butt shot. He's attempting to scissor me. I must avoid it. I lucked out. He's
Yeah, well.
centimeters away from hitting me again. I wasn't nervous at all. What are you talking about? As he wiggles out the piss from his pants. All right. 50K more? Hell yeah. I might be able to upgrade something. This is another reason why at this point in the game you start really running out of ammo. Is they throw this bossy who's a bit of a bullet sponge. And depending on how you play it, like, you can run out of stuff pretty quickly. Even though they give you a good chunk of ammo at the beginning, yeah, it can be tough to keep your ammo stocked up by this point. Or, you know, I'm sure someone's gonna claim they're a better shot than me and use their ammo more precisely, and I'm not gonna deny that that might also be a factor. You'll see, at the end of the game, my overall ammo accuracy, I believe, was 70%, which isn't that bad. And the thing is, like, anyone who plays this knows that if you use the TMP, like, that guarantee lowers the number. I always check on this, like, because I never can quite remember if there's a treasure this side. There probably is, I just, fuck it. This is the elevator we were trying to initially get to before that guy, monster fish worm, attacked us.
Lawrence Fishworm.
Oh my god, I love your movies. That looks like a woodable shelf, hell yeah. Oh. Oh my, we haven't seen one of these barrels in a hot second. Hello, my friend. Fuck you. This is an easy place to deal with, other than that one guy that noticed you. It's the best thing you could ever do in any video game. Blow everything up. Oddly enough, the guy that noticed me is still alive.
And now he's angry. Well, not anymore.
Yeah. No, he's still angry. Run down here fast, because if you kind of putz around, obviously a lot of these things will start to vanish. Scoop up your money, scoop up your ammunition, because we're going to need it. I mean, we always need it, but you'll see. We got stuff coming up. Ooh, a hole. The idea of jumping down a hole without checking down what's down there first seems very irresponsible.
But very Leon.
Land in a river of mayonnaise, I knew it. This is where they're keeping it. Nice. So the Stone of Treason, I was not only that far away from getting a full links. Just in curious, just going down the normal path will get you all the gems you need for that particular item. So for anyone who plays it, you can complete it. I showed you how, so I don't feel bad. I'll be waiting for you. Oh.
Well, fine.
Give me back my note. No, he's like very nervous. What does it say? Put it on the table. I didn't read. I'm so excited. So this one is just talking about how, like, because you kind of heard earlier that he's not working for Sadler, really. He's working for Wesker, but he's just working with Sadler at the moment. So he's just like, I don't think Sadler really trusts me, and I don't trust anyone that I'm around. So let's just, you know, fucking get this shit done. I want to fight somebody.
And also, I don't trust Wesker. Might as well put him in a body bag, too.
Also, look at the merchant's eyes when he's underground. His eyes glow. He is possessed by something.
Is that all?
Maybe he was also infected, but it adapted to his personality as well. And it's just like, all right, this looks fun. Let's go.
I'm infected, all right, with good deals.
Thank you.
They're fucking viral.
Anytime.
Look, I've been by myself all day. I've been thinking all about these puns. I haven't had time to crochet this banner. Huh?
I'm positively pussy with deals. That one didn't work.
Shit. Right, leave the room, come back, let me try again.
No, don't save, don't save.
Did you? Yeah. Just pretend you went in the room first time. Right. Right, shit. So you know how we had a boss fight a moment ago, right? We got another one. I will say, depending on who you ask, some people find this one to be kind of contested whether it's fun or not. I actually kind of enjoy it. I can get why some people don't, but I do enjoy it. We fight the mummy, Anaxunamun.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Where's Ashley?
Do you really want to know?
I'm right here. Of course I want to know,
Down
jerk.
that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
Well, you gotta find
One
all
in the
7
north,
Chaos
and
Emeralds.
the other in the east.
And let me guess. You got the last one.
Starts playing the Pumpkin Hill song.
It pretty much means you're on a
You
tight
ready?
leash.
He starts doing the rap. It's just like, no. I know that it's here. I'm searching in my feet. So he's fighting us kind of military style. He's trying to shoot the hell out of us. He loves to melee fight with his knife. This turns into one of those, again, puzzle solving things while fighting off a super soldier. He's a little overpowered compared to you, but I like to wait up here for a second because he is trying to attack us, but like, look how fast he is. I like, a lot of times I just run past him when he starts his knife animation. It's a good way to dodge it because here's the unfortunate thing about fighting him is that sometimes you'll get these QTEs, but not all the time. But he'll shoot with his gun. He'll also, see, like that time I didn't get one. This game isn't designed to work that well because of that sometimes. Which is one of the reasons, again, why I can say sometimes people don't like this fight, because sometimes you'll run into that problem. And you'll die because you have no control over it. Ooh, more magnum ammo. You knew it. But between him attacking with a knife and being all super speed, he also throws flash grenades. He also uses his own TMP to shoot you with it. He also has drones that he attacks you with. Oh, he's too close. He's too close, run. Oh, he tried again. He's too busy licking his knife. That was one of those ride-in cartwheels.
You should see me do this naked.
You will see it.
But I only do it when it's cold.
The merchant picks his head around, going, "Oh, I'm listening." Oh, he also throws normal grenades too. Nah, shit.
Watch your back.
Thanks. Wait. I'm gonna get you. If you hop through here, try to get away.
Well,
Dude, I'm trying to get things out of the boxes. Stop blinding me. Ah, shit. He's got drones too. The nice thing about the drones is they do take like 5 seconds to start shooting at you. This guy is the guy that wastes a lot of my ammunition. That's the only thing about this fight, though. It does drop some, but it takes a lot. But I like it because it does feel like a actual even contest. He's supernatural, but like you have so many more weapons than him, and you fought enough monsters.
it does feel like a Metal Gear boss.
Let the legend come back to life. What?
I mean, you were dead. And you got scars on your face.
That's neat. It's just... the fuck?
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella? To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
What a stereotypical answer.
Psycho like you can't bring order or balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
The Holy Beast Panther. Now we get to fight him a little bit in an arena. He always jumps up here and he starts shooting his gun down to the floor and sometimes throwing grenades. So just hide under here, he can't hit you at all. And eventually he will have to come down. So you just gotta wait. Be patient. He usually comes down right there. But he's a good target for a grenade. Just gotta wait. There he is. Have fun.
Potato. Huh?
Ah, potatoes. Remember our days back in the Force when we eat potatoes? I don't seem to have as much fondness for this military thing as you do. Remember we'd go to sleep early and we'd just tickle each other just to keep each other awake? No.
No, I don't.
I'm not falling for that one.
Just try
Oh, there must have been somebody else. So if you notice that there's a point where you can have a conversation with him and it requires a button to reply to his nonsense. I knocked your hat off, loser. I hear another drone somewhere, I just don't know where he is. You make me waste so much ammo, shit. That little dodge move is like so automatic. This is testing everything though, like your reflexes and quick decision making, using your environment, QTEs, like everything about the game gets tested at this point. The only trade-offs compared to these other bosses that you're obviously less emotionally invested in this boss. It's one of those bosses where you get to remember those times that happened off screen and not in the game.
And there was nothing about him or anything in RE2, was there?
No, not at all. It's insinuated that these guys met, like, after the events of that, like this would have been his military or secret service training, I guess. The most we know about him is that they must have went through the same training or had the same military group, and I guess they said he died, and that's about as much as we know of their attachment. And they both seem to be skilled at knife use, so you kind of assume, I guess, they were both trained in the same fighting style. Quick, solve a puzzle. Shit.
I couldn't.
You're doing a fight with a supernatural guy, and then you get this simple puzzle, and he's like, I can't. Oh, shit.
Can only shoot.
Do I shoot this? Oh, God, no! He yells to how to do it. Oh, thanks. We got one of the pieces. Oh, there was one waiting here. Oh, God damn it. Man, he's eating through my health items. And that's the only trade-off also I was having that big health bar is that it takes a lot more healing to get yourself back to full.
Yeah.
Now we're looking for one more because we know that the third icon is actually on Krauser. So, oh God, he does that too. He'll hide and ambush you sometimes.
Now, are you actually able to kill him, or is it you have to find the other two icons first?
At this point, I don't imagine you can. Every time you tend to fight him, it's more of a damage and disappear sort of thing. You know what? I bet someone has tested it. But, you'll see. There's a certain phase 2, I think, that's required to actually kill him. I'm sure the game has something that just kind of keeps him immortal otherwise and doesn't give him a health bar. I can say I haven't tried. I imagine it's a hard one to test because as you can see at this point, you're kind of dealing with ammunition resources. So it's hard to really kind of push how many bullets does it take, but I'm sure someone's probably hacked it. Here's another kind of drone. There's just mine drones now. I shoot them because they almost always have ammunition.
Oh, so they're aware when they die.
Yeah. They're kind of cute in their own little way. Get out here. Oh, adorable. Blah, 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 blah. Where's this other one coming from? Oh, there we go. Oh, why did I turn around? They're a little easier to deal with than the flying ones. Unless you're just running and not paying attention, that's kind of the only way they can get you. But even then, there's like a good couple seconds beat before they go off. I think there's one at my... somewhere around here. Where? Oh, hi. See, if they were more aggressive, I would say they're more dangerous, but they're not really that aggressive. Where's the other one? The beep indicates that he sees you, but again, this is one of those where the sound design goes into effect because I can't tell where they are.
It sounds like the beeping is right in mono.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
Huh, umbrella. Anyway. Ah, shit.
Leon doesn't realize that was a complete non sequitur. He wasn't thinking about Umbrella Corp.
I didn't actually expect you to answer.
Parasol.
What I like about it is that earlier he was like, umbrella, and then he gets called and goes, I almost let it slip. This time he just out loud went, umbrella. I believe that probably that ammo that he dropped is still there. Yes. If he's nearby, it might be a problem. All right. We're moving up to the actual main fighting zone here for Krauser. Honestly, at this point, if you notice, like, I could probably use one more of those health upgrades, but after that, I'm full. So, like, at that point, they're kind of useless. They give you way more than you need, and Ashley's not in enough scenes that I feel like you could really use it on her a bunch, unless you play it and you tend to get her killed a lot, then maybe. But I do think they give you way too many health upgrades.
And are you not able to combine them with the green and just use them as health?
I mean, you can. It's just, it just feels kind of like a waste at that point. Because at that point, it's just kind of a normal heal. Maybe a slightly above average. What I do also in this part of the level is that there's a bunch of ammunition stuff around this level. Grab that before you pick up this piece here, because that's what starts the final part of the fight.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser. We'll see about that. Witness the power!
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
I'm in so much pain. If you miss that QT, he almost knocks you off the tower. Also, he set up bombs, so you have to kill him on a time limit. Also, you can't climb down, you have to fight him up here. They cover all your bases.
In a not that tiny arena, I guess.
The problem is he's fast, a lot of his attacks are QTEs, and that blade armor he uses as a shield. So you have to shoot him in third place. See, you don't always know things like that are coming out. You gotta be on your toes with your QTEs on this one.
Do you have to shoot him in the toes?
Yeah, when he's covered like that, it's probably the only place to really hit him. Or unless you hit him between attacks, or when he's running at you. But sometimes he's running at you with a shield up. He still has his dash. And you can tell, he does a lot of damage. So what I do is I try to maintain distance. QT is a good opportunity to get a dodge away from... See, he can close the distance immediately. Some good time is if you knock him down, and that's when he gets shots. Oh god, I'm out of magnum ammo. This feels so like different than all the rest of the fights because it's like it's dude fighting dude.
Yeah. And is the idea that like he infected himself or something, or is that supposed to be completely unrelated to the Plagas?
They never say. I assume that, well, so they might say somewhere, but I'm under the impression that potentially that's not even Las Plagas. Because if he works with Wesker, he might have, be able to get some of the other viruses type. That looks a little bit like the G virus from Resident Evil 2, but that'd be more like complete transformation weirdness. But they've never shown the Las Plagas having necessarily the ability to like give you like weaponry arms and shit like that. So it feels different. It might be Las Plagas. Maybe he allowed himself to get, infected by it, but at that point you feel like Sadler would control him.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't be a scary non-factor at that point. I bet it's some upgraded Umbrella virus that's given him a blade arm. If someone knows in the in chat or comments to correct me, feel free to do so. Oh god. He's so unpredictable that it's hard to line up shots with his aiming reticle. What I do a lot of times is that cartwheel backwards means his shield will be down. It's a good point to wait to get some lined up shots, but it's a short window. And because he's so flippy and blocking, the timer becomes a problem, because if you notice, I got 45 seconds to beat this guy. But luckily, managed to do it just in time. But still, the timer goes down and cinematics are up. Fuck off. Let me go.
Luckily, he taped it to his back.
Well, imagine, like, you beat him with, like, 10 seconds to go, and, like, 8 seconds pass by with just watching the gate open. Here's another fuck you. Not the ammo, but the door here. Remember the centaur or that kind of key that we had? We had to put them in one at a time?
Mm-hmm.
The timer moves with each piece we put in.
Huh.
So I'm mashing the button. At least the timer stopped when that door opened. But we managed to beat 2 bosses in one video. How about that?
It was a long video for a reason.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to give you a good chunk of good stuff. I don't know how you necessarily feel in the fight watching them, but at least it felt like 2 distinct fights, 2 different reasons. One was like the big monster with a puzzle element. One was this man-on-man fight with a puzzle element. This is not in the intention of scaring away viewers, but those who have played this game know the next part is the worst part of the game without comparison. It's just a slog. It's not fun. So there's probably going to be a lot of points where we're just going to sit there and be like, let's just make up nonsense or talk about things that have nothing to do with what we're watching. But we'll at least make it entertaining. So, I mean, obviously. But we got to make it through some hell to get to some heaven, because we have one more person to take down. Well, and we also have to free Ashley and free ourselves from the parasites. So hopefully we can do all that here in the next... Wow, we only got 2 videos left.
Yeah.
2 videos of the main game. I might have some extra little special bonuses near the end that you guys will have to look forward to. But yeah, we're definitely on the track towards the end. Any predictions?
I don't know, because those last 2 bosses felt like 2 completely different games, frankly.
Yeah, that's this kind of section in a nutshell. You go, okay, weird military, weird fighter. Okay, now there's creepy monster. Okay, military fighter again. Okay, creepy monster again. I think this one had probably the most thematic whiplash compared to the overall of the 3 parts. I still believe the castle part is my personal favorite. I think you'd agree so far that this one's probably... It could be better. It still has all the elements that RE4 has that makes it enjoyable, but there's a number of parts that are kind of like, just fighting. Just a bunch of fighting.
It has overall been the most drab, but the laboratory with the regenerators and such, like, that was distinctive and cool.
Yeah, there's memorable parts within. It's just, I think any part that has to do with military stuff. See, this was...
It's very brutalist, so it's just right angles, brown.
Well, and I think there's also that hindsight now, looking back. this was kind of the first time that Resident Evil got this kind of military thing. And then Resident Evil 5 and 6 kind of just went full bore with it, and everyone kind of went like, this sucks. So this is kind of the signs for worse things to come they had to fix later. And then kind of do again because they never learned their lesson. But, you know, it's probably why I'm not going to do a Resident Evil 5 Let's Play. And I'm certainly not going to do a Resident Evil 6.
Well, people liked RE5. People didn't like RE6, and that was the point where we're like, okay, we can't ignore it anymore.
I mean, do I have to play it to show the Las Plagas Tyrannosaurus, though? That's the question.
If you want to find footage of it and just splice it in.
Yeah, fuck it. That sounds like a way better idea.